Hi everyone. Today I'm making a video about how I am relearning how to self-soothe after 2 years on anxiety medication. So thank you so much for being here. As you can see, I'm experimenting a little bit with my camera and angles and stuff, so hopefully it turns out okay. And yeah, let's get into the video.
One of the things that helps me the most by far is just making my bedroom cozy and clean. Having a clean space, but also lighting a candle, which I don't do very often, but one thing that I definitely do a lot is use my diffuser. Just add a little bit of water and one of my favorite oils. I think this one is orange extract, and it just changes absolutely everything. I normally use my diffuser every day, and I just love having a nice smell, and also opening the windows helps so much.
Hey, I thought I would just sit down and give some context for the video. So I was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder about 3 years ago, and a couple of years ago, I think 2.5 years ago almost at this point, I started a medication for my anxiety because it was getting a little bit hard to manage and to perform on a daily basis. And yeah, I have taken it for a bit over 2 years, and I just decided it was time for me to try and see how it would feel to leave that medication. It has been such an empowering and amazing experience for me to take this medication, but it's a very personal thing. So I also know that some people don't have great experiences. For me, it just helped me regulate and helped me think straight when I was really struggling with that. So I finally finished taking the medication about a week ago, and I have been noticing the effects of just going off the medication. Of course, I went to my psychiatrist and we talked about how to stop taking it bit by bit, but still my body has gotten used to having that medication backing me up and supporting me emotionally. So the past few days have been hard, I'm not gonna lie, emotionally for me. I've been feeling very raw, and so I had been wanting to film this video for a while, but I don't know, this weekend seemed like the best time to do it, especially because I have been off my medication for a week now, or 10 days. So yeah, I just wanted to share this. These are just a few little activities, things that help me cope with anxiety. Although the past week, I wouldn't say I've been anxious, I've just been really a little bit sad. But these things prove to be helpful no matter what I'm going through. So hopefully, if you're going through the same thing, these help, or at least they distract you for a little bit. So yeah, thank you so much again for being here. And if you're going through the same thing, just know that you're not alone and it gets better. I'm really proud of you and you're doing great. After this little chat, this is actually something else that really helps me, is just Oh man, I've had these rings for 5 years and I wear them every day, and they're getting old and they're showing their age, and it's a little bit sad. And I also noticed that because I've been cleaning, my nails have taken a toll. Uh, but yeah, after this little chatty intermission, this is something that I really enjoy to do, which is just sitting on my bed with a cup of tea, and normally also watching a show or reading or painting or on a call with someone, or honestly just contemplating life. So yeah, this is something else that I like to do. I'm not gonna lie, this tea is cold by now, but normally it's warm and I like to put it here and it feels really nice. All right.
Yes, one of my favorite things ever in the world is just making some tea. Any tea will do, but I like to start my morning with matcha. Please don't judge. I'm still trying to figure out how to make matcha properly, but I'm quite proud that most days I get the powder to mix with the water properly. And yeah, love matcha, love tea. I also love that it's full of antioxidants, so I feel like I'm doing something for my health. And it has tons of fiber, which is really good for your digestion. And once the tea is ready, and ideally the next step is to drink said coffee and breathe. I don't do this nearly as often as I would like to, but here I am sitting on my windowsill. One of my absolute most favoritist things in the world is having a windowsill that I can sit on, and you know what? I should sit on there more often. If making my space cozy and making some tea doesn't work, I will just bake. Now, this time around I was making baklava. I'll link the recipe below. First of all, you just go ahead and chop all the pistachios. I was using walnuts and pistachios this time. And I'm just going to shut up because this is so satisfying to listen to. Once the pistachios are all chopped, it's time to get working with the filo pastry. I needed to make it fit the tin that I was using. So I had to cut it, and then I don't think I chose the right size, so I had to cut it again. But anyway, and then you basically just melt some vegan butter or normal butter, and you paint each phyllo sheet with some of the butter, and then add another sheet on top, and repeat. This is so satisfying to watch. I'm so glad I filmed it. Then you add your chopped walnuts and pistachios. And now the fun part starts, which is the sugarness that baklava has. So you take a pan with sugar, you add some water, and it starts boiling, and it looks beautiful, and it's so hypnotizing. And then you add some lemon, and you let it boil again. And then you pour it over your delicious phyllo pastry and put it in the oven. And then you take it out of the oven and it looks like this delicious, crunchy sweetness. Finally, and if all else fails, you can always go for a walk. I'm super lucky to live in a city that has a beautiful beach with the most gorgeous sunrises and sunsets, but any kind of fresh air just does the trick for me almost every time without exception. And here's some beautiful, gorgeous ASMR to end the video.